especially just recently. I've talked about this over and over, but Kim, one of the things I love about Kim is there's like an artistic approach. There's a beauty in an art. Ricky and Francois sometimes will have conversations, they're perfectionists. They have an artistic side to them, might not even realize it. Holly Roush throws parties like nobody's ever seen. It's kind of artistic. But Kim has all her Chinese art and her different things, because I think she resonates with the art. You know, there's everybody knows what STEM is, right? Science, technology, engineering, math. I think there should be STEAM. I think we should teach kids art. And where I'm going with that is, this business is my art. Through the sacrifice, the requirements, sacrifices of my wife, the sacrifices, the days when you sometimes leave the office at 10:30 at night and forgot to eat dinner. This business is my art, and I want to tell you guys, we're building a beautiful tapestry. Every one of you are important to that tapestry. Some of you do more than others. Every member of the corporate team that was up here is a vital member. And sometimes they might not feel like it, because they've taken their 30th call of the day in support. Maybe they don't feel vital, but they are to me. They are to us. They are to this company. And so tonight, as I share with you for a few minutes and then bring up leadership, I jotted down a bunch of things that I think tie in to what I want to do this weekend. Number one, I want to have fun. I've stated this in the past. I don't want a big, heavy convention. I've seen dark. I know what it looks like. I don't want dark in my life. I want fun. There's a slide up here. There's a 16-foot ball pit up here. Stay out of it tonight, by the way, please. I ask kindly. There's a slide up here with a ball pit, because we're going to be doing recognition. People are going to be jumping into a ball pit this week. It's okay. We'll help you out of there if you can't get out of there. We got 1 stars, 2 stars, 3 stars, 4 stars that have worked their tail feathers off to pack this room out. So the first thing I want to do this weekend is have fun. Second thing I want you to know is your leaders. And what does that mean? That means you have a blast, but you challenge your team. I think you can have fun challenging your team. We don't have enough of that as a company. We got trips, they're only going to get better. Wait till you see this weekend. But, guess what we need? Tons of fun mixed with growing people. Growing people, holding each other accountable, loving on one another, and finding the things that people do right. I guarantee your entire organization, if you look through it, and if you had a smorgasbord of art, 10,000 people, or 100 people, or 10 people, they all have different skill sets. Some people are really good at design, creating a flyer for a promo that you're doing. Some people are really good at, you're having a party this weekend and bringing 30 of your team members together. Maybe that is the person to organize everything on WhatsApp and make all the calls. I want us to all find each other doing something right. I think relationships, that's so critical. We can all look at each other and say, oh, I wish that person wasn't that way, or I wish he didn't do that, or she didn't do that. Guess what we're going to do this weekend? We're just going to find all the right in everybody. I had so many hugs today, my body aches. It was like, give me a hug, give me a hug, give me a hug, give me a hug. I loved it. Talk about fuel. This weekend we're going to have fun, and we're going to find all the stuff we're doing right. Next thing I put on here is people either come into your life for a lesson or a blessing. I believe they can be both. I believe every day is a lesson, and I believe that there's tons of blessings. I also put on here the backside of that is people can come into your life for a season or a reason. I don't want anybody to be in my life for a season. I know some people come and go, that's human nature. I would hope that we're together for a long, 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 long time. I was thinking about, not only do I not want them to come in my life for a season, but why are we here? What's the reason? There's the season, what's the reason? I don't believe that Kim said, let's go start something when she just came out of a massive, successful platform. And I had another platform for 6 years. I don't believe that we came together to be together for a season. I think we came together because there was a reason. That's what I would like to believe. I'd like to believe that the incredible leadership that followed me did that because there was a reason. The incredible leadership that followed her did that because there was a reason. So I say that, take an evaluation of your life. What can you learn this weekend? What's the reason? Why are you here? Why'd you spend money to be here? I had to jot down notes because the stuff I just felt like from the heart was so important. I put on here, I love this baby called 3. And I never had any biological kids, although I have 4 incredible kids that I never call my stepkids, I call them my kids. But I never had a baby to see being birthed in the hospital. But I look at 3 as our baby. And I look at 3 as the baby with hundreds of people in the delivery room together that were all there giving birth to this thing on February 20th, 2023, and our official birthday was May 30th, 2023. I look at like we're all in the delivery room together, and they were saying, Mr. Piku, look at this little baby that just came out. And then one person says, wow, it has hair. And the other person says, wow, the back office isn't perfect. And the other person says, look at the baby, the products haven't arrived in Asia yet. And the baby was cute, but it wasn't perfect. But the baby, 2 years later, is growing into a cute little kid that's starting to talk, and I'm so proud of this baby. Whew. I mean that in my soul. I'm proud of what we built. I'm proud of each and every one of you that went out and sacrificed to build what we've built so far. And we're barely even getting started. Next thing, I already said, this convention's gonna be fun. I want everyone in here to view themselves as a leader, period. How you carry yourself, how you talk to others, your confidence in yourself, it all comes through. As Jim Rohn says, it shows up in how you live your life. You know what I love hanging out with? Is snotty rich people. Because I get around them every once in a while, some crazy charity event or something, and all they talk about is all their garbage. I have this, I have that. I don't tell them anything I have. I just listen to them talk about their nonsense. There's no depth. I want depth. I want people to go deep with me. I want people to look at me and say, you're full of crap. Tell me this, and this, and go deep. I want people to challenge me. I want people that get me, that understand me, that want to be part of what I want to grow in this beautiful baby as it grows into an adolescent and eventually an adult, as we do billions of dollars go all over the world. But I say that because I don't like to hang around a lot of those people. I like to hang around people that still have a dream. I like to hang around people that it's not about the handbag they have or the house they live in, but it's about how many people they can go help. At the gut of what drives me is I want to help a bunch of people. We're going to do some things over the next 2 days. This event's going to have a totally different energy and fun feel to it. But I want you guys to leave here on a mission of simplicity and sharing with the world what we're doing. But I want you to know that you're a leader. How you carry yourself, how you look at somebody, how you hug somebody. People walked in the office today, I wish they could have recorded the energy in there, the positivity. It was radiating out of our office. Poor people that walked by that went upstairs and other places probably said, what the heck is going on? I love that. I put on here, this event's called Believe because it's our #1 product. Our #1 product is not any of our 10 existing products. Our #1 product's not the rewards plan. Our #1 product's not my big goofy butt who's peeling because I got a suntan on Saturday. So if you see me the next 2 days and I look absolutely stupid, it's because I don't get to go outside. I should go outside more and get some vitamin D. I got way too much on Saturday, and last night it started peeling. I was like, dude, my skin's like brown and white. I say that because Believe's not about myself. It's not about Kim. It's not about any individual leader. That's part of the belief because of the credibility of what someone's done in the past. That is a big core part of the belief. But belief's bigger than that. I promise you, Kim and Samson and Ricky and Francoise and Hemping and Principal and Chloe and Holly and Corbin, I can go down the list of leadership. I promise you they don't work as hard as they work because they have a lack of belief. They already have the belief. Our job this weekend is to have fun and to transfer the belief to all of you. I want everybody to leave here believing. You want to come up to me tomorrow night at the party we're having? Who's coming to the 80s party, by the way? Who's coming to the 80s party? We're going to sing, dance, rock and roll, and have a blast. But I want everybody tomorrow night, you come up and say, day one, I believe. Because I'm telling you, when you leave here tomorrow, you're going to believe. And then when you leave here on Saturday, it's game over. You're going to leave here with simplicity, inspiration, education, and a different conviction of belief. Next thing is, I said you can't connect with anybody if you connect with the head. You have to connect with the heart. I suck at that. Moved here 8 years ago. I couldn't even hug anybody. Corbin Roush, Ricky, Francois. I couldn't hug anybody because I had my own story. I didn't want to get close to people. I wanted to be a nerd. Not one person, I am a nerd, but not one person can feel another person unless you connect in the heart, not the head. Nobody's joining this business because of an ingredient or a fact you tell them. They're joining this business because of inspiration and hope that you show them. They're joining this business because you sit down with them at a Starbucks and you say, you're 55 with no retirement. Let me show you how I can grab your hand and change your future. You've tried 4 other companies and you haven't succeeded. Well, guess what? They say third time's a lucky charm. It's actually number 5. Let me grab your hand. You haven't taken your wife on a vacation in a decade because you don't have the money. Let me show you how to get the money. As Jim Rohn says when he meets the broke person, he says, I've been looking for you for a long time. It's what's in here. I want you to, this weekend, connect with people in here. I'm trying to do a better job of that. I fail at times in multiple ways, whether it's with my own wife, whether it's with children, whether it's with my little brother. Sometimes I just throw stuff out there. I'm so busy, I don't take the time to put my phone away and say, tell me more about your day. I'm telling you what you need to do based on what I need to learn. Jim Rohn was married 4 times, yet he handed out relationship advice. I've always found that ironic. He talked about love and relationships, but he was married 4 times. At some point, it's not Tonto, it's the Lone Ranger. I bring that up. I love Jim Rohn. He was an amazing inspiration. I bring that up because I want all of us to take a step back, go slow to go fast. But guess what? We're here for 2 days. I want us to connect. I want to connect with you like you've never been connected before. You want to cry, cry. You want to have fun, have fun. You want to jump into the ball pit, jump into the ball pit. You want to dance and you haven't danced in 5 years, we're going to dance tomorrow night. We're going to have a blast. Next thing I put on here, I'm a Michael Jordan freak. I think I've shared with people, play golf with him at Grove, down in Hobie Sound, Hobie Point, Florida. I'm an MJ freak. I got a dear friend that's super close to him. And so he made the introduction a few years back. But I wrote down, I like Jordan because Jordan played hard every night. I wrote this quote down that just connects with me. He says, I played hard. This is at a different level. He says, I played hard every single game for one reason and one reason only. Besides, I wanted to win, and I'm an ultimate competitor, and I have pride, and I have an ego, and I have drive, and it's competition. He said, I played hard for one reason. When I saw this, I brought a tear to my eyes. He said, I played hard because I might be in Milwaukee, Wisconsin, and that dad saved up all the money he has to take his son to the basketball game. And the only time in his life he's going to get to see Michael Jordan play is against the Milwaukee Bucks. And I owe it to that dad and that son to go out and put on a show. Man, that's so much bigger than just winning. That's in here. I owe it to you guys to build a massive platform for you. I owe it to you guys to do what I've done. I owe it to you to make the investments we've made, and open the offices we've opened, and launch the products we've launched, and to build the corporate team that we have, and to make sure our field leadership has what it takes to build something big. I owe it to you. I feel like Michael Jordan when he said, by the way, don't compare Michael Jordan, nothing called Michael Jordan, but I owe it to you. I feel like it's something I owe to you. I've talked with my wife about this. I owe it to people. You took a chance on me, on we, on us. We owe it to you to build something amazing. I'm telling you, there's a turn in the corner right here at 3. Watch and see what happens. MJ says, leadership has a price. Sometimes I pulled people along when they didn't want to be pulled. I challenged them when they didn't want to be challenged. That was my job as a leader. I don't know if Michael Jordan said that or if that was Kim Lee. That was Michael Jordan, but it sounds like how Kim leads. It sounds like how multiple leaders lead. So, where are we going with this? I started doing some nerdy research. I couldn't sleep on Monday night. I started doing a bunch of research on businesses. I looked at the auto business, and you're going to say, what does that have to do with network marketing? A lot. And I looked at in the auto business, who are the players? You know that every industry, if I look at the United States, you'd see Ford, GM, Stellantis, which is actually Chrysler, Daimler, it's been renamed. Those are the 3 biggest revenue companies, right? You go to Germany, it's the Volkswagen Group. Most people don't know this. Volkswagen is the largest car company in the world. Nobody's even closer. They own Porsche, Lamborghini, Bentley, Rolls-Royce, Audi. You didn't know that, did you? Interesting. Volkswagen. Yeah, your mom told Volkswagen Buck. You didn't know they're the largest in the world. Volkswagen Holding Corp. Mercedes-Benz, BMW, and Volkswagen are the three biggest in Germany. In Japan, it's Toyota, Honda, and Nissan. Why is this relevant? Because if I ask you what the biggest direct selling network marketing companies in the world are, we can all rattle off the names. We know who they are. I'm not going to rattle off their names because I don't need their attorneys to call me tomorrow. But if you're watching, hi! I want to go chase them. I want to go chase them. I feel like a guy in a garage. Henry Ford. I feel like Henry Ford in a garage. By the way, Henry Ford was interesting. Henry Ford said, if I ask my customers what do they want more of, you want to talk about innovation and mindset? He said they would have told me they wanted more faster horses. He revolutionized. I want 3 to be revolutionary, not a chaser, not a Me Too company. I can name all those companies. I don't care about it. I think they're awesome. Great. If you're watching this and there's video, fantastic. We love you. I was just joking when I said the attorneys. We love you. We love everybody in our industry. I want to go pass you up. I want to go double down and triple down. I'm doing everything I can to go double and triple up on passing. I don't want to be the 4th biggest car company in that country. I want to pass them up. I want to take this platform and community where they go 2-3 years from now. Wow, I didn't know that about 3. Yeah, because you guys were sleeping. Y'all were sleeping and we took market share. And that's what we're going to go do. And we're going to do it because I'm going to tell you about a push here in a second. I want to go on a push, by the way, to 300 million in the United States. If you're not clapping, you're dead. That's 25 million per month. I love the number 3. 3 shows up everywhere, by the way. It does. My hotel room. A week ago. I'm not even kidding. I should put a picture up. I'm dead serious. I check in. Mr. Piku, welcome back. Do you have a Marriott rewards number? Yeah, here's my rewards number. Great. Here, we got a room for you. We gave you an upgrade. Fantastic. It's a little small 5-6-story hotel. They put me in 333. I was in 333. I'm dead serious. Hello. You can say it's not a sign, but Stevie Wonder can see that. So no offense, I mean that. You're really good. So I say that to say this. I'm doubling, tripling. We're going to the big numbers. We're going to go on a push to 300 million in the United States. And we're going to make a big race with Kim and Samson, who work tirelessly all over the world, and our amazing leadership, all of our leadership. We're going to go on a push, and we're going to see what happens around the globe as the U.S. has tremendous growth and Asia has tremendous growth, because we're opening an office in Malaysia next month. They're building it out right now. We're opening up an office in Taiwan. It officially looks all beautiful a couple months ago, but we're doing ribbon cutting. We're doing a whole ceremony there in exactly 4 weeks in Taiwan. So guess what? We've got 4 global offices. We've only got 1 in the United States, but guess what? We're going to go on a $25 million a month push. It's $300 million per year. How do we do it? We need 4 things. Write these down. Put these in your phone. We need 4 things. We need a product that's simple. That's what you're going to hear tomorrow. You like Dr. Dan now, or I should say you love Dr. Dan now. Tomorrow you'll want to build a bronze statue to him out front. When you see what he formulated. I'm not kidding. I took it an hour ago. Well, anyways. Okay, you ready?
Yes.
First thing out of 4 things, it has to be simple. You better have a 30-second message or under. People don't have time anymore to listen to 19, 22, 25-minute videos. Now, will they listen to long videos if the content's good? Absolutely. But you have to have a simple product. So I put on here a 30-second message along with easy-to-order checkout, easy to do business with the company, easy product story, and easy to understand. And on the backside of that, the comp plan has to have stories coming out of it. Mary, I shared this with 5 people in my first week. Look what I met. Mary, you're not going to believe how this product made me feel, and you just need to try one of these. This is the perfect sample product. You're not going to believe this, Bob. Just taste this. It tastes delicious, and it's good for you. I need to know all 23 ingredients or I'm not buying. I got to go to the next because I'm dropping off 20 more packs. First one, simplicity. You're going to leave here with simplicity. Second one, for us to go on this massive push, it has to be social and something that you can talk about naturally anywhere. No one in this room loves Dr. Dan more than me. Dr. Dan is not a friend of mine. Dr. Dan's a brother. I mean that. I've said that to my wife on 24 occasions. Dr. Dan's a brother to me. I love this man. I walked through a wall for him. With that said, you don't need 29 videos from Dr. Dan to go enroll somebody in 3 International. And if you do, we'll never grow. People want to go to Instagram and click. People want to do something simple to check out. That's our job to provide the simplicity. Right? But you're going to leave here with simple. You're going to leave here with something that's social and easy to talk about. That was number 2. Number 3, it's got to be mainstream and appeal to the masses. I love all of our products, but you have to educate people on the products so they know why there's a reason. And I love them. But here in the United States, I want a product that's going to appeal to the masses, the mainstream that you can talk about. And the 4th thing is, and for some of you, you're going to say, thank goodness, it's got to be cool. I'm 46, I ain't 26. Okay? I pretend to be cool at 46. At 26, you can still be cool. At 66, you're still hanging on to, I wish I was 46. At 86, you're saying, unless you're Christine Peterson. At 81, what a warrior. Where's Christina? One of my favorite human beings on planet Earth. Unless you're Christine, and then at 81, you just ooze cool. She was in Las Vegas. I'll never forget it when she said she met her husband on Match.com. He's the former CEO of Amtrak. And she went out with David on a date, and her daughter said, Mom, the internet? What if he's a predator? And Christine said, I hope he is. I hope he is. So the 4th one's the cool factor. Who wants to be in a cool company? Who wants to have some mainstream appeal to it? Who wants something simple? You're going to get that tomorrow. I've got a couple more things here. I put on here, be very careful what you ask your leaders to do, because they might go do it. Ooh, guess what I'm telling you we're going to do? We're going to go on a $300 million push. And we're going to start changing the game after convention. We're going to run a bunch of enrollment contests. I'm going to do a bunch of wild, crazy stuff. Okay? We've got promos, we've got trips, we've got fun recognition. Recognition's going to be totally different the next 2 days. But I'm going to tell you this, it's going to be fun. But I'm going to tell you this, we're going to start doing a lot of spontaneous, crazy stuff. What do I mean by spontaneous and crazy? I don't know, I might run some stuff where I just put out a message and say, guys, to all the United States, whoever does this, this, and this, I'm taking you to New York for a weekend. Okay? Or I might say, whoever does this, this, and this, we're getting a limo and we're going to West Hollywood. West Hollywood, I'm going to keep them dancing down. Who wants to go to West Hollywood? Who wants to go to New York? Who wants to go to Miami? You gotta get out of the world. I love to get out. So I'm gonna start doing some crazy, wild stuff. Sometimes it'll be customers, sometimes it'll be enrollment, but it's gonna be behavior stuff. And I'm gonna talk to Kim and Samson and our Chief Growth Officer, Mr. Call. If he ever calls you, by the way, his last name's Call. I'm gonna talk to Ricky and Francois, Holly and Corbin, Holly DeMont. I'm gonna talk to our core group. I'm gonna talk to the Asian core, and we're gonna come together like we do. We come together. I'm not just gonna throw something out. I'm gonna sit down with Kim and say, Kim, what do you think would light the U.S. on fire? Samson, you got a good pulse on things. Ricky Francois, what do you guys think would light this thing on fire? And we're gonna start running that after conventions and crazy stuff. Who's in? And then guess what else we're gonna do? I'm gonna get rid of my trust issues. I've only got about 5-10 more minutes. I'm getting rid of my trust issues. I'm saying this publicly. You gotta sometimes speak stuff into the universe.
Yes.
It doesn't mean anything if you don't speak it. I'm a little kid with a bunch of trust issues. Yeah, I'll tell the story on Saturday. Because I grew up with not an enchilada. We came from the opposite of money. It's called no money. Right? It's like when Les Brown said he was so broke as a kid, he was adopted in Miami. He said they had to go to KFC to lick other people's fingers. I know what it's like to have somebody smack you across the mouth because you take a 99-cent Totino pizza. I remember that day. Backhanded me for a 99-cent pizza growing up before I went state's custody. Why did I just directly say, I'm going to get rid of my trust issues because it affects the company? What do I mean by that? You ready for this? We're going to start opening stuff up. I made a decision. I made a big decision. Came on my heart 2 nights ago. We're going to start talking about where we're at in revenue. Woo! Kim and Samson's old platform, they'd say, here's the numbers. Am I right? We're going to start doing the same thing. Because you know what? If you don't know where the bar is, you don't know what to chase. If you don't know what the bar is, you don't know what your goal is. I've always been a working the silo person behind the scenes. Don't tell them what I'm doing, I'm working on it. And in 4 months, we're going to have a limo pick them up and take them on a surprise trip. Am I like that, honey? But you know the problem is, nobody buys into the vision for those 4 months till they show up on the beautiful beach with the limousine. I'm done with that. We're just going to let it go and start opening up to the universe and say what we need to go do. So it'll take me 30, 45 days to get everything in place with programming different stuff. But you know what we're going to start doing? We're going to start saying, here's what the United States is doing. Here's what Hong Kong's doing. Here's what Taiwan's doing. And maybe we'll have some contests all over the globe so when we have a global convention, we can have people from all different languages with translation devices competing with one another, but not competing with one another because we're competing with the outside. We're actually one big free family. But the only way we're going to lift this thing up is if I trust you. And I more than trust you, I love you. So that's on me. You're welcome, Kim. I love you. We've never even had this conversation. I just know from the last couple of years working together, am I right? That ends today. We're going to open this up and we're going to go on a $300 million push. You guys are going to know what we do. And if we do 81 million in the US next year, you guys are going to know we did 81 million. And I'm going to say to you, why did we only do 81 when we should have done 150? What's missing? Are you guys following me? Yeah. But this group collectively in here together, whether you're sitting at the very back, whether if you're working the camera and you want to get involved, one of these people can sponsor you. We're going to $300 million in the United States. Now the scary thing is, in Asia, is they're probably going to say only 300 million. I thought we were going to build a big company. Couple more things. We're going to announce a powerful tool this weekend. And that tool is an AI tool. Yeah, I know. A lot of people have been asking for it. They send over their systems. And then I say, is there any fruit on the tree? And it's like a dead peach tree just laying sideways. There's no fruit on the tree. I want fruit on the tree. So we're going to announce a powerful system. And that system's going to play into the new product. But you know what's so cool? Is none of that works unless you work. AI didn't recruit for you. You don't just hit a button and go, oh, I'm ding, 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 okay. No, it's not that easy. But we're going to give you an amazing system. But here's my message to you. It's not face-to-face or AI, it's both. Nothing will replace looking somebody in the eye. I encourage you not to do less meetings, to do more with this tool. I encourage you not to rely on this tool just to build your business. I encourage you to get out face-to-face. I encourage you, guess what I'm going to start programming? A meeting tracker in the United States. And if Kim and Samson and their incredible group of leaders want to do it in Asia, we're going to program it. We're going to have a meeting tracker so that if you live in Iowa, you know where the next meeting is in Hong Kong. If you live in Hong Kong, you know where the next meeting is in Seattle. If you live in Taiwan, you go, oh, there's a 3-rep in Diamond Bar, California who's hosting a meeting at 10 a.m. on Saturday. I'd like to plug my people in. We're going to do a meeting tracker. Why are we going to do a meeting tracker? So you know where meetings are happening all over the globe, so that when we have tremendous growth to 152, 300 million, you can scroll on there and go, Saturday, there's 31 meetings for 3 International. I can click on Minneapolis. Look at that. How would you guys like that? My message to you is don't rely on just AI. Go AI and belly to belly. Face to face wins the race. Next thing I put in here is, in 1 year, we're going to see who was posting about it and who was actually doing it. Man, this industry is full of mock stars. Bunch of mock stars. But you know what it's not full of? a bunch of people with a heart like you. It's not full of a bunch of people that 2 years in sitting here on a Thursday night. You know why I say that? Because there's some great people in these other companies. But there's a lot of forward-facing stuff that doesn't have anything behind it. Does that make sense? When I say mock stars, that's not an attack, but there's people that built stuff 5, 10, 15 years ago that today don't have the heart for it. I want to roll with the rock stars. Truly. Nothing wrong with the mock stars. I want to roll with the rock stars. If you gave me one guitar lesson and said there's only one person in the world, who do you want to give you? I couldn't play the guitar to save my life. Who do you want to have teach you the guitar? I would want to find the best. Give me Eddie Van Halen. Give me somebody that knows how to rock a guitar. Give me somebody from AC/DC. Give me somebody that knows how to play the guitar. Yeah, there you go. Jeremy Popoff, I just heard. Who's always popping off. I say that to say, I want to roll with the rock stars. I see a room full of a bunch of rock stars. Everybody in here is a rock star. I love you guys. We're going to 300. I've only got a couple more things. Where's my phone, by the way? I think I left my phone over here. I'm going to read you guys something. I thought this was powerful. It's hard hitting. I love you guys, but I also want to give you as your leader something a little challenging. And I think it was just spot on. And I put it in my phone. And it's talking specifically about our industry. It's specifically about North America. So if you're in Asia or you build in Asia, this message is not for you. This is United States and Canada. But a gentleman I have a lot of respect for shared something with me just recently about North America network marketing. Where's the network marketing industry at today? And here's what he sent me, and I think it's so powerful. He says, North America and the US specifically did not fall behind because of lack of talent and amazing leaders. I couldn't agree more. We have amazing people in this incredible, amazing country that has given us so much. He says it fell behind because it got lazy with real human connection. Then he said, let's talk about it, Daniel. Why have so many international markets outperformed the United States in network marketing the last 4 years? Question mark. Of course there's exceptions, but this isn't about every team or every leader, but in general the trend is very clear. A lot of people will say it's because there's more distractions in North America. There's more opportunities. There's social media. There's more competition. And there's truth to that. But if I had to call out one reason, it's this. North America has sat behind their computer and became infatuated with social media. And instead of using it as a strength, they've used it as a crutch. Social media actually became their strategy, not a tool. It didn't become a support, it became their business plan. The posts, the reels, the content, it became their obsession. How they looked, their message for the day when they sat back with a lousy 40, 50, 80,000 followers. It's bold of him to say he's got a couple million followers. And in chasing automation, a lot of people stopped building real connection with human beings on a daily basis. Meanwhile, markets like the Latino community of Mexico has exploded in the direct selling space. Why? Because they stayed in the trenches, they led with conversations. They built in person, they built through culture, they treated their teams like a family, and they never stopped focusing on the fundamentals. And it's showing. By the way, Daniel, this isn't a bash in the United States or North America. I'm an American. I know it's possible. But if we want to learn from what's working, we have to be honest with ourselves. Social media is an incredible amplifier, but it will never replace love. It will never replace hope. It will never replace true written down goals. It will never replace teaching somebody how to follow up. It will never replace teaching somebody how to share. It will never replace a strong system. It will never replace the connection of believing in someone else. The basics will never expire and they'll never go out of style. Daniel, I'd share that you need to tell people to stop taking shortcuts and go back to the basics. And when we do, through enrollment and goals and vision, we'll go to $300 million per year. I love you guys. I appreciate your belief. I appreciate your belief in myself, the entire corporate team, our amazing 5 and 6 stars. We're going to roll into, I've got, you know what?